can see from the description bar, this is a hair video. This frontal, honey. Do you see that? Do you see that motion where you get when you can do that? And then you just want to fluff it back into place. I just love that. Okay, so this is an AliExpress company, and this company is Black Rose Hair Products Company. So I'll leave the link down below. All I did was purchase the frontal from them, and the frontal that I have is 22 by 4 inches by 2. And this is what it says. It has that the knots are bleached. I did go over it and bleached my knots again because they really weren't bleached. You know, if you can part it and it doesn't look like a part, still look like you got little baby ants and black dots, then your knots aren't bleached. So I did bleach my knots, which I do have that a little later on in the video for you guys to see. I got it really quick. I processed my order on September 19th, and it was delivered on September 21st. So that's like 3 days once you count the day that I actually put in my order to the day that I received it. So that was 3 days, which was great. It was delivered by UPS. So this is the 360 frontal, and I did use got to be glue, so that's how it's on here. So great, like got to be glue gel is the bomb. Let me turn around to the back. So if you don't like the little hump, you can always just Okay guys, so I'm going to go ahead and get started with the video. Okay, so here is the package that I received from UPS of my Black Rose Hair Products Company, Ltd. This is just the frontal. This video is all about the frontal. So here you see me opening up my package, and it also came with this little mirror thing. That was pretty cool. So this is the frontal. It is 22 by 4 by 2, and this is the 360 frontal. It does come with baby hairs, and this frontal is 12 inches long. So all around it is 12 inches long, and I did pay $68 for mine, and it was free shipping. So here I'm showing you the parts and everything. And here these are scissors, tweezers, and a comb. It did come pre-plucked a little bit. Mainly more so the top, more so where the top of my forehead was. And here I'm just taking the spandex cap paper and putting it underneath so I will be able to see. I like to have something white underneath it when I pluck it to make sure I'm not plucking too much. And here I'm just taking some water and putting it on the hair to get the flyaways to lay down. So again, you can kind of see where the hair, that's the ear part. So it has it pretty mapped out. It fit my head perfect, like right around my ear. That was perfect. So around the sides, it really wasn't plucked well. So here, that's what I'm doing. Adding some more water to the sides to get the flyaways to lay down. So I am combing it back, and I part like a thin layer so I can pluck behind the hairline. So I'm just plucking the side. Again, I didn't have to do too much to the top. I actually really didn't pluck any from the top, just the sides. Because it does say that it's pre-plucked, however, the sides were not. So then I part it again to pluck some more, so I won't keep plucking in the same area, just to give it some dimension and it won't be too thick. So I'm just plucking until I am happy with it. And I also put it on my head so I can see exactly how it looked on my hairline. So I just took the frontal, put it right on my head, and pushed it back into a ponytail and plucked just a little bit more. I really didn't have to pluck much. So now you see how natural that looks. So I'm flipping it inside out so I can get ready to bleach my knots. Again, it did state that the knots were bleached, however they were not. And I'm using the BW bleach, and this is 30 developer. Just mixing it up so to be real thick. You want to have it thick like pancake mix, or even thicker, just to make sure that it doesn't seep through too much on the hair. So I'm just putting that all over the lace and covering it up with some foil. Here it was about 15 minutes later. Washed it out. I don't want to leave it on too long because it will then turn your actual lace colors, and we don't want that. So that's how it looks, and that looks pretty good. Didn't keep it on too long, don't want it too much of a brassy color. Here I'm using Motions neutralizer so that I can stop the bleach from processing. And here I'm using a spandex cap to construct my wig. So I'm putting that on my mannequin head, and then I'll go ahead and put on the actual frontal and comb that back. And it is wet, you don't have to dry it. I didn't. So then I just part it in the middle and do 2 braids over to the side to get it actually out of my way. And then I just start to sew around the frontal. Just sew all around the perimeter so that you can get your base down, and then you can start forming your tracks. And here I construct the wig, and here I'm just using elastic band to make sure that it stays on all day and pretty secure. If you guys would like to see how I laid my tracks, just let me know. There's tons of videos out there, so I didn't do it. But if you would like to see how I did mine, just let me know, and I'll definitely do another video for you. So here I'm just tying the knot on the elastic band. So I'll have it on my head and have it pushed back, and I'm using Got2b glue. Excuse me. And I'm just putting that all over my hairline, fanning it, let it air dry for about a minute or two, and then I'm pulling it up to where I would like for it to be. So I'm just trying to press it down with the comb, and then I'm going to go ahead and tie it up. I'm just tying it up with a scarf, and I leave that on for about 30 minutes. The least you should leave it on is maybe 15 minutes. I've noticed the longer the better. You don't have to do it for hours. So here I'm going in and I'm curling my hair with a really big barrel, and just gonna fluff that out. And now what you see, I'm taking off the scarf. I'm just taking like a makeup wipe and wiping off the excess gel that kind of like flaked up or got hard underneath the scarf. So you could leave it like this, which it looks pretty good and really natural. But I do know some people like the baby hairs, and I'm always talking about the baby hairs. So I'm going to show you how I do my baby. So here you see I went ahead and parted out some hair just the same way as I was to pluck it. So I part that out, and I started to cut it so that I can form the baby hairs. And see, I'm just taking some scissors and cutting where I would like, my baby hairs to be. So I'm just cutting that all over, and then I start to form it to see how I like it, and swoop it to see how it is. And as you can see, I'm going back with the scissors because it wasn't short enough. So I'm cutting it some more. You don't want it long. At first it was too long. So I'm just forming it, and here and there I go back with some more water just to help me, form, because I don't want it hard. So I'm just trying to get it right and form the baby hairs how I would like them. See, I'm going back with some more water just to try to form it to look more natural and not so hard on my forehead. So here, that's pretty much how the baby hairs are, and I'm parting my hair because I would like a side swoop. So I'm just parting that, make sure I'm covering up the frontal and the bundles. So I'm just going to go in with some spray, and this is some holding spray. I'll leave that information down below. So I'm just doing that, and then I brush it into place and it just stays. So to make sure that my part is really flat and try to make it look as natural as I can, I do go in and do a few layers of spraying it a little bit and then running my curlers over top just to get it really flat. So that's what I'm doing now. Just like to spray it and then use my curlers to make sure that it's flat. And be careful so that you won't burn your lace. I'm just running over it really quick. And here I'm just going in with another curl just to get that side piece how I would like it. And this is pretty much it. So this is how it looks after I have bleached and formed my baby hairs and curled the frontal as well as my bundles. So this is pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching, and let me know if you would like to see more hair videos like this. Okay, love you guys.